Alright, so I've got my two power supplies set up. I've got 20 volts on yellow positive and green ground, and I've got 5 volts on red and black, red being positive. So we want to put the 5 volts on the filament. These are pins 1 and 13 on the tube. I find it's actually easier just to look at where the filament is instead of trying to figure out the pin numbers. If you look at the back of the tube, there's a big thick wire that runs the length of the tube. That's one of the pins for the filament, and then the other, if you look closely, you see a thick wire that goes through the glass of the tube to the front and then actually connects to the filament itself. These are the two connections that we want to use. So I'm going to find those. This is the large one. I'm just going to bend those wires out a little bit, and the other one is basically directly across from it, and we'll check that. That's this one here, so we'll bend that out. And then the idea is to apply 5 volts across those two and 20 volts across the rest. The grounds do need to be shared, so we'll take our positive here and our negative here. If we can see that. Yep. We'll take the negative of the 20 volt supply and hook that to the other negative, and then we just want to bundle the rest of these wires into one. And put the 20 volt supply on those. Just try to get them all into the clip here. We're only using 20 volts on the high voltage, so I'll actually grab this with my fingers just to make sure I'm making enough contact. The one thing you want to make sure is that the 5 volt does not touch any of the other wires. And for me to really do that, I'm going to have to pick this up, so video might not get it that well. So I'm going to pull these wires all together, make sure I don't have any touching, and then I'm going to switch on the power supply. And by holding all the wires together, a little tough to see, but we can see that all the digits are lit. Let me turn this off for 1 second. All the digits are lit, all the segments are lit, everything looks similar brightness. So it looks like this tube is good. Turn off the power supply.